Right then, guys, Cortina Mk2, which has got an interesting history, which I'll unravel as we go round. Now, there's an argument to say that this car's been owned by the gentleman since 1974, but there's probably more accurately 1982, for which will become clear as we go round. Now, absolutely solid as a rock. There's all sorts of bits and pieces, guys. You really must come and see this. You know, I forgot half the stuff that Dennis was telling me, but things like mud flaps that start at the bottom and go right the way up, and there's more flaps at the front to stop all the dirt and grime going behind the headlights. The seals in and out have been specially made with 14 gauge steel when it was restored, some time back, many years ago. The wings are actually bolted on as so they can potentially be removed if you wanted to. Not that you would remove them every week to clean the car, but you could without cutting and shutting and so forth. Obviously servo, electronic pump, Lotus twin cam, big rad, you name it, it goes on and on. But I'll just show you the basics, and then I'll cover a few points with regards to the history of the car. Now, I've had to have this explained to me twice, but I've got the gist of it now. So I'll work my way around and tell you. But the gist of it is a super solid Cortina Mk2. Battery in the boot. I think you'd be quite impressed with the actual body and how solid the car is. Right, well, I'll just shut those up for a moment or two. We've got a bit of a basic engineer's report here. So the gist of it is, so the owner of this car has a 1974 Cortina 1500, which is great. There he is, bobbing about. In 1982, he buys a Cortina GT, two-door. There it is there. Now, because of the sentimental value attached to the original 1500 car, he puts the ID of the 1500 car onto the two-door GT shell. I said, why'd you do that? I never intended to sell it. I wanted to keep the registration number. I had sentimental attachment with the car. So he said, I did. So he said, that's what you did, didn't you, back in 1970 odd? I said, well, yeah, true enough. So then he runs around for years, and it's registered as a Cortina 1500. And then with the help of the Cortina Club, because during that time, I said, what parts did you use then off the original 1500 car? He said, hardly anything, next to nothing. He said, because I had everything and I made it into what it is. I made it a GT twin cam engine, different this, different that. So I said, well, there's no point in keeping it. I said, I know, but I wanted to keep the registration number. I said, okay. So he said, I know it was a mistake. So at some point moving forward, he gets in touch with the Cortina Club. They come down, they've inspected the car. And amazingly enough, they've confirmed, and with DVLA, enough for DVLA to actually issue a GT logbook and an age-related plate.